Alright, you're on candid camera. I'm not going to jump out at you. Okay, so I see your shirt, Paparazzi Bait.
What's up?
What is that about?
Well, I used to wear red simply as a safety color walking by the road when I started to go blind. But as I started to go blind, I started getting a lot of ostracism because people weren't sure why I was starting to walk funny, and so people thought I was brain damaged from overexposure to drugs and I was banned from Dylan's for no good reason. So then I started wearing a "That's My Dylan's" t-shirt in conjunction with the red costume. And on the back there was a quote from Catch-22. They have a right to do anything we can't stop them from doing, which is the general universal application of the rule of the military, which is used in Catch-22. Catch-22 was that a combat pilot in World War II, if he flew a certain number of missions, it meant he was crazy and he was eligible to go home on a Section 8. But if he asked for a Section 8, which he had to do in order to go home, that meant he was sane and he had to fly so many more missions. So basically it was a way of just fucking over combat pilots so they could never go home. And the general universal application, which someone explained to the protagonist of the novel, was that they have a right to do anything we can't stop them from doing. But no one ever read the back of the shirt because there were too many words. And so they didn't know if I was advertising for Dylan's or protesting them or what. And then in the early years of the millennium, one of the downtown merchants who objected to my hanging out outside their store, apparently, even though I wasn't panhandling or doing anything objectionable, I was damaging the complexion of their store. And so they sicked the newspaper that's affectionately called the Urinal World on me. And they started hitting me with a feature story every year explaining I was a public figure, and they didn't have to have my permission to take pictures or interview other people and publish stories based on their interviews with other people. They never actually gave me a real interview of any kind. So then I started wearing the Paparazzi Bait t-shirt, because if I'm a public figure, I might as well be hung for a sheet. And rather than having a long quote from Catch-22 on the back, I have a shorter quote which is easier for people to take, which means pretty much the same thing. And so that's the explanation of the Paparazzi Bait shirt.
Cool. So how long have you been going to these graduations, and why did you decide to choose this as a forum?
Well, simply because I've always known a lot of people who were graduating, and it gives me an opportunity to meet people and participate in the event, as well as making a brief social comment. It doesn't disturb the event normally. Most people don't care. Most people don't even know that I'm here because everybody has their own things after all.
Right.
So participating in community parades like the St. Patrick's Day Parade and so on, and coming to this thing, this is just a way of making a statement and socializing.
Cool. Anything else you want to tell me? This is your forum, your official interview.
Not immediately, although we could go on for a long time about the abuse of police powers and how Douglas County is doing its best to become the new suburban hell of Kansas to take the place of Johnson County.
Oh.
And probably there's a long discussion based on those concepts. but this is the short and simple explanation of the Paparazzi Bait t-shirt I'm doing.
Cool. Well, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.